Show&tell, hi guys, I'm Judy, and today I'm going to be watching Sousou no Frieren, episode 28. It's the last episode of the season. I'm not ready. I'm excited. I heard it was... I got the sense that this was a good ending to the season, and I'm excited to find out for myself. Let's get into this episode, and I'll finish off the season. Check out my Patreon for full reactions. Subscribe. Let's go. Let's do it. Okay, we're seeing it. Yeah, because it doesn't seem to have that much of it anymore, maybe. Nice. Okay, awesome. Yeah, she is full of drive, I feel like. He's a clone. What? Is she looking straight at him? Okay, all those who passed we see now, I guess. Wirbel. Oh, he thinks the way she does. It's just like you said you would. That was nice. That's so sweet. It's a dilemma. It's a dilemma for sure. What is going on? He's not big on formalities. So you married her? Yeah, it's good. Oh, that's so sweet. Wait, so all of them are getting a spell if they want? Where's that part? Yeah, I don't know about that. And a statue, of course. The little things. Yeah, I realized that was important. But it mattered the most to them. Oh, that's a sweet influence. Damn.
俺の村には関係ねえわな。きっと勇者ヒンメルが俺の村に来なかったら、世界が平和になってもそこに俺の村はなかったんだろうな。
So he wants to make a difference to as many people as
何が言い
possible.
たいの？
俺をここまで連れてきたのは、結局あいつらと一緒に帰ることになっちまった。
You really got attached, huh?
フリーレン、出会いは大切にしろよ。根性の別れってのは何も死別だけじゃない。
フリーレン、魔法で向こうまで順番に運んだりはできないのですか？
それだと私だけこっちに残っちゃうでしょ。
こんな小さな人助けに何の意味がある？
確かに小さな人助けだ。
But they're
きっ
significant
とこ
to
んなこと
them.
をしたって目の前で困っている人を見捨てるつもりはないよ。
That was the way he did things, and Wirbel is doing the same because of him. And now she knows it.
大丈夫だよヒンメル。世界はちゃんと変わっている。みんなで一緒に行きましょう。すごく嫌そうな顔。
How can you tell?
セリエ様からの通達でフリーレン様は出禁です。今後1000年は大陸魔法協会の施設には立ち入らないようにと。
全く子供みたいな。
She totally is.
まあ私も来たくて来たわけじゃないし、外で待っているね。
俺も外で待ってるよ。
Oh, you're not going over there? Not fair.
この時代ではきっとフェルンの方が有名な魔法使いになるんだろうね。
フリーレン、
嬉しいね。
Yes, she's so sweet. That's the
大陸魔法協会の。
yeah, the first
一級
student.
魔法使いのレルネンです。
Yeah,
ゼイリエ様
The
の
first
弟
one,
子
no?
の一人です。
やっぱり見えているね。私の魔力の揺らぎが。
yeah, yeah. You can.
とんでもない手だれだ。平和な時代には似つかわしくないね。
私はあの方を未来で一人孤独にさせたくないのです。
Okay.
たとえそれが伝説の魔法使いフリーレン様を討ち取ったという悪名であろうとも。
Excuse me, what? What? You don't want her to die alone, and you need to kill Frieren for that?
戦いしか知らない魔法使いは不器用な連中が多いんだから。
Yeah.
歴史に名を残す必要なんてないよ。ゼーリエはちゃんと覚えている。この花畑、魔法で作られたものだ。それがどうした？先生が好きだった魔法だ。
Yes.
くだらない魔法だって言っていなかったっけ？
You used it anyway, and you remember flamme.
正直フランメは失敗作だった。一人一人の性格も好きな魔法も鮮明に思い出せる。フリーレン、なぜか私は弟子を取って後悔したことが一度もないんだ。
自分の弟子にすら素直に気持ちを伝えられないんだ。本当に子供みたいな人だよ。
本当に不器用な人。
Yes, what the hell, dude? I mean, okay, he needed
あなたも私も。
you. Who's you, serie?
シュタルク、これ飲んでおいきや。
お、ありがと
部の道は達者でな。
う。あ、
Oh, Stark is so cute. I love
リ
it.
サースとのお別れだね。これはまさか。
服の汚れをきれいさっぱり落とす魔法です。これで洗濯が楽になります。
さすがは生ける魔導書ゼーリエだね。神話の時代に存在したとされる伝説的な魔法だ。
Yeah,
それでこそ
definitely
私の弟子だ。
implemented her teachings.
セリエ様はすごく嫌そうな顔をしていました。
Thanks.
正気かお前。
だろうね。いい君だ。
So funny. Yeah, Sarah is definitely tougher than, like, she makes herself look
本当
tougher
にあ
than
り
she
が
is.
とうね。元気でね。
It has
じゃあ
been.
またね。
またね。
Oh, we're gonna say goodbye to everyone.
ザイン様の時もそうでしたけど、ずいぶんあっさり別れますね。
Yes,
ラストの
Sally.
時も。
Craft.
でも旅を続けている以上、また会うことだってあるだろう。
So he doesn't make it on goodbye.
涙の別れなんて僕たちには似合わない。また会った時に恥ずかしいからね。
Oh, that's so sweet to end this way too. Damn, I love Himmel so much. Mhm.
また会った時に恥ずかしいからね。
Oh, damn.
何ですか？
That's so sweet. That's so sweet because it's like, okay, you end the season that way and you're kind of like saying, oh, okay, yeah, we're going to see you again. But it's also like for them, I mean, it's mostly for them. So like everyone we meet on the way, like we're always, like we're saying a short goodbye because we're always going to, like we kind of keep alive that wish, kind of the possibility that we will meet them again. And so we don't need to, you know, make it a lengthy goodbye and then be like, oh shit, we already said goodbye and now you're here again and what do we do now? So it's like, yeah, I mean, I got that feeling and I love that they kind of, you know, explain it here that way. I was like, with Kraft, I was like, oh my god, we spent so long with him in that one episode where we didn't even get to really know him and then he was just gone and like it was 6 months or something that we spent with him. And you know, and that's exactly that, because it leaves you with the feeling of like, okay, we'll have to see him again. That doesn't make any sense that we just saw him and then it's gone and then that's it, you know? And Sein too, like he was totally our priest and then he was just gone and he was pretty fast and kind of unexpected, I guess, and kind of that's the point that, yeah, we're going to meet all of these people again, or at least we don't know if we will or won't. Like, it's so great that the show is kind of saying that basically through the characters. It's like, we don't know if we're going to meet them, but we hope that we are, and it feels like we should, because, you know, we already like met them and it wasn't enough kind of, and I don't know. I love that so much. Himmel is just so perfect. I don't know. He's just so awesome. Everything he does is perfection. And then, you know, and we're like finding out another piece of how amazing he was every episode, pretty much. Not every episode, but like a lot of the episodes, and how much, you know, and I love that we see, especially here, how much it affected the future. Like, you know, he was saying like he did all these insignificant things for insignificant people on his way to defeat the Demon King, and he was like saying, oh, you know, it's not going to change the world, but I can't just, you know, ignore someone in front of me who's in need, so I'll help them. And then Wirbel is like, he got that, he realized how important that was through the people that Himmel helped that way, and that was what mattered to them, because to them in their daily life that was what was important. And so Wirbel realized how strong, how powerful that is. And he, you know, continues in that way. And then, you know, it gets around back to Frieren, and he ended up telling her all of that. And for her, it's like, wow, you know, what Himmel's way of life is being perpetuated, and it is changing the world, because you see, you know, you think it's insignificant, but you see how significant it is, even to the little people who are like, you know, the individual people they meet on the way. It means the world to them, and that's important. And Wirbel realized that, and he's continuing to do that. And I love Wirbel too. I love them so much. I love like all the characters. Oh my god, they're so awesome. And I can't wait to meet them again if we ever do. And I feel like we will. I hope. Like, it's like every single one it will be cool to meet again. Like, all of them were interesting. All of them, you know, had their something going for them. I guess maybe except for like, I mean, there were some people on the exam that we didn't really get to know that well. There was the girl that was pierced, the first one who was pierced by Sense's replica with the hair, and then, you know, afterwards, and then she survived, and then afterwards, oh, it was Richter, I think, that she was kind of talking to, and he was like, who is she? Like, so she didn't, I mean, I don't think we're going to meet her again, for instance, or, you know, the other nameless people. But the other people that we did get to know, that we did get to spend some time with, it will be so much fun to meet them again. I don't know if we will meet, you know, the people who didn't pass, for instance, because it feels like, I don't know, it feels less likely, but maybe. I don't know. That's the point, that we're open to all the possibilities, and anything could happen on this journey. And it's so awesome. The story is so lovely. It's so gentle with the way that it's like portraying this like the magic of every day, the little magic, the human, you know, humans being humans, and learning to, you know, care about the little things, and appreciating those who are around you to experience these things with you, the big things and the little things, but the little things are no less important. And just it was so lovely, and every single person was so lovely. I loved it so much. Damn. And learning more about Serie, and like we saw, like I think it was last episode that we saw how she treated, you know, her. He really felt like she didn't approve of him, like she pretty much made him feel that way. And so he pushed him to feel that he had to leave something behind. He had to, you know, he wanted to make her remembered, kind of, by doing this great deed, I don't know, or going down as a villain, something that will, you know, I guess, leave its mark on history, so that, you know, she will feel like he really proved himself, or reached the heights that she wanted them to reach, or something. Because she talks about that, like she was like, she's always disappointed in all of her students who never reached the same heights, and blah blah blah, and they're all like such disappointments to her, and yet she doesn't regret teaching any of them. And yeah, she like all this time she was trying to act so tough. And I mean, I don't even think she's really trying. It's just how she doesn't know how to act any differently. She doesn't know how to say. She really is childish. And it's funny coming from Frieren, because Frieren has her own childish traits. And it's funny to just see that, to see these elves, like this world weary kind of, like so experienced, so having so many years that they, you know, lived in the world, and they know everything, and they're still so, you know, they're so petty, they're so childish. They have so much to learn kind of from the world and the people who are so much younger than them. And they're relishing that in one way or another. They're realizing, you know, that the humans have a lot to teach them, and they're embracing that in one way or another. Like, even if they make it sound like they're not, in Serie's case, like she sounds so put off by everything related to humans, pretty much. But she's just like, that's just how she knows to act, kind of. That's her habits, and it doesn't really, you know, it kind of hides this other, what's really important to her inside, which is like, yeah, she does cherish her students, and she does, you know, she was talking shit about Flamme, but she ended up doing what Flamme wanted her to do, and she obviously cherished her and cared about her more than she would admit. So it's a good thing that Frieren, you know, talked some sense into that guy to let him know that he didn't need to do all that he was going to be remembered and cherished for who he is and for what he did. So yeah, I love how, you know, how many times the fights, I mean, sometimes we do focus on the fights, and that's kind of the point, but a lot of times they'll just kind of breeze through, or you know, they end very quickly, or they end up not even really taking place, because that's kind of not the point. The fighting is not the point. And I love that about the show so much. I just appreciate it so much. And the spell that Fern, you know, learned first, I was wondering if she was going to do the same thing that Frieren did, and was just going to be like, I don't need a spell, I'm going to look for all the spells myself. But she ended up using it for clean clothes, and that's just beautiful. It's just like, you know, she got the lesson that Frieren taught her. She's a real student of Frieren's, you could tell, and she was so proud of it, and Frieren was so proud of it. And seeing, you know, Serie's face when she gave her that spell, it was exactly the same face that Frieren made when she was told that she had to go there, and like she was a guest and she knew that she wasn't going to be invited. It's so funny. It's just so great to just. And I mean, there were so many interesting things. Like, for instance, even those characters who were less likable, even though Ubel was likable in her own way, in land and stuff, they were interesting. You wanted to know more about them. You wanted to see what they would do. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know if we're going to get that, but we might, I don't know, catch glimpses of them sometime in the future. I'm open to everything. I am so happy with this show. It was amazing. It was an amazing experience. I really enjoyed it, like a lot more than I thought I would. Like, you know, because going in I was like, okay, it's a popular show. A lot of times popular shows you know, focus so much on the action. I think I talked about this already. Like, at the beginning I was so surprised that this show was, like, you know, taking its time, being so meticulous about its, you know, just the kind of like, just, I don't know, the experience of spending time with these characters. And it was so different than what I ever expected. I was blown away. It was beautiful. So that's what I have to say about the show for now. I can't wait for the next season to come. It will be so amazing. I hope you guys enjoyed the reaction to the whole season. I will see you in the next one. Bye. Special thanks to my top Patreons: Guardian Tier, Andy Plays All Night, Terranor, Michael Gabriel, Shadows Noon, and Marsh, and to the rest of my amazing Patreons, who without their support I would never be able to keep on doing this. Thank you so much.